I'm a guy that I speak from emotion. What people don't realize is the intensity and the emotion that exists in that 3-hour time frame that you're out there competing.
Let's go! Come on! There's still a lot of time left. You gotta believe and you gotta trust. We're gonna find a way to win this thing.
Our goal is to win the championship. Anything worthwhile in life will never come easy. And if you're willing to pay the price and you surround yourself with good people, I don't think there's anything that you can't obtain. Pittsburgh's a sports town. There's a lot of great tradition from Pittsburgh. I grew up there, and through my first 18 years of life, I came to know a football team that was built on tradition. I saw the renovation of the downtown area, and it was no question it was a direct result of the success of the 70s that the Steelers had. I think that Chuck Noll has done so much for this organization, but probably more importantly, he's done a lot for this city. I feel honored to be following him. You know, I'm a young guy. I'm 34 years of age. And I have gone the step ladder. I've been an assistant. I've coached 2 different positions. I've been a coordinator. And my only difference is that I'm not 39. I didn't spend a long period of time at those positions. But I will say this. I plan on spending a lot longer time at this position. It's a great feeling to come back to Pittsburgh. Obviously, in growing up here, I think that there's an appreciation of where people that have lived here all their life, where they've come from, and what they associate with. This city is made up of people who understand what hard work is all about. It's made up of blue-collar people who, back in the days when the steel mills were very prevalent, they know what an 8-hour day was, and they appreciated hard work. They appreciate nothing being taken for granted and having to work for everything that you got.
There we go, Steelers! There we go! There we go, Steelers! There we go! There we go, Steelers! There we go! There we go!
I hope that when people come into Pittsburgh and when people play Pittsburgh, they're seeing an extension of this city. It's a physical approach to the game. It's a blue-collar approach to the game, and we think that's what typifies the Pittsburgh Steelers and the city of Pittsburgh.
I'll tell you what, man, just like any heavyweight fight, someone's got to throw the first punch. And I'll tell you what, let's not wait around. Let's deliver, not accept. Let's go. The game of football isn't that complicated. It really is. And sometimes maybe us as coaches, we tend to make it a much more sophisticated game than it really is. Illegal contact, point of emphasis, yeah. I don't know if it's so much, some of it is this, a lot of it is the past 5 yards initial contact. It really comes down to one-on-one. It comes down to how many more times you can beat the guy you're lined up next to and across from through the course of those 3 hours. And I think the person that's most focused and the person that's able to persevere is the one that's going to be on top at the end. That's it. Keep those feet going. Let that man run. Let him run. I don't want to say it again. Let the guy run. The pads will be on soon enough. We put so much hard work during the course of a week. You put so much time in a training camp that when game time comes, that's the reward. I love any day. That's the time when you have fun. That's the time when you got a chance to compete. You relax, you have fun, and play one play at a time. Don't worry about the last one. You hear me? Just play football like you can play football. It's fun.
Here we go, leader, big fun!
I think the game should be a game that's fun. And I think if it is fun to play and you kind of try to create that atmosphere, it can create a very positive effect through your team. One play at a time, feed off each other, and let's have some damn fun today. Let's go.
Hold on.
You okay? You want to score a touchdown?
Yeah.
Well, then go.
first down 10. O'Donnell with a fake. 2 fakes. And then passing to the left to Foster. He's over the 20 to 15 to 10 to 5. He's running. He's in the end zone. It's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Beautiful faking by O'Donnell. And Foster fought his way into the end zone. What?
Hey, O'Donnell! Hey, Neil! Don't laugh at my calls anymore. Good job. Are those the kind of routes you like?
I think it's important that you understand your players. You try to find the buttons that make them tick.
Cordell, throw the ball! Throw the thing! Let's go! All right. We're not playing bocce ball. You ever see bocce ball? You throw the thing real high in the air. You're driving me nuts. You're driving me nuts. Throw the ball.
You know, what makes one person tick doesn't necessarily work for another.
Marlon! Make the tackle! I'm tired of that happening time and time again.
Some players you can point out in front of other people. Other players, you could do that and it become counterproductive.
Get on him! Boot! Come on! You're better than that! That's boot! Damn it! I'm tired of that! You get on his ass.
Which guy is it?
I don't know, but I want to know. Down! Think!
I think it's important that you maintain your focus, and particularly if you want to relay a message to particular players, that you make sure that it's heard and get your point across.
Come here. I want you to challenge your ass when we're involved in man-to-man. You understand me?
Yes.
I don't care if you get beat. Challenge him. I'm going to tell you, when we call down, you get outside the tight end. If you want to get a two-point stance, you get where you feel like you can rush the quarterback. You understand?
Yeah.
Rush the quarterback. Let's go now. Relentless, Greg. Hey, you know what? Is Greg Lloyd doing anything?
3-2-1, 55-88. That's 3-2-1.
Because I tell you, he looks like a defeated man right now.
I think confidence is a quality that is so fragile that you can't measure it. I think it's best shown when players sometimes are faced with adversities or faced with failure.
We are playing good right now on defense. I want to make sure you understand that. Hey, listen, but you can't control that, Greg. You can't control what took place. The one thing we can't control is for the next quarter and a half is dominate their ass.
I know.
You can't control. And don't let that dwindle into the next play, because if you start thinking about it and dwelling on it, it'll multiply.
It makes me nervous when
How they respond to that, I think, shows a great deal about the person that you're dealing with, about their character, and probably ultimately about how far they'll be able to go as an individual.
Bottom line is we are right now 8-3 and playing good. And that's where we're at. We'll make sure we understand that. You know, because you're a leader in this team, we need to have that type of commitment. I'll tell you what, we got a hell of an opportunity coming up the next 5 weeks, playing playoff games in Pittsburgh.
Back is Blake. Lloyd gets to him. Loose football. Steelers have it. What a play by Greg Lloyd.
Hey! Let me tell you something. When going up tough, I'm going to send your ass, man. That's a big-time play. That's why I wanted you to do it, man.
I've always thought that coaching was like balancing weight. You know, you try to keep that scale in the middle. You know, when the players or when you're winning and everybody's telling you how good you are, you got to try to bring them down.
Well, don't do that again. The first half again.
No,
You hear me?
That's what you think.
Don't do that to me in the first half. And I'm going to be the same way every time.
When they're down and people are questioning them, you got to build them up. So I think it's important that you try to maintain that balance.
Cordell! 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 Hey, Cordell! Let's play! I know you can hear me! I know you can hear me! Hey, we got a ways to go now. We got to just keep working. Hey, and you know what? It's the most important thing is your confidence. And you got to just have the...
Third down and 10.
Through the skinnies, I mean, you started throwing the slants pretty good. Great play on the third down.
It was sloppy, man.
It was sloppy. But you know what? As long as I know, we just got to keep working through it and don't lose the confidence. That's the most important thing. You can't control them now. I mean, don't worry about it. The worst thing you can do is start thinking about it now. It's a natural thing, and you can't control what just took place. You cannot go back in time. You can't twitch your nose and say, okay, it's going back. Just forget about it now. Let's go. A lot of football.
The biggest thing is you have to be yourself. Players are very perceptive, and they will respect you for being upfront with them. They will respect you for being you. So you got to be consistent. You got to be yourself, and you got to be honest with people.
I'm saying this now, and I'll tell you that. I made a mistake in going for it on 4th down. I should have kicked the damn field goal, but you know what? I'm with you guys, win or lose. I'm going to tell you right now. But I'm young. I make mistakes too. But I'm going to say this. We have one game.
The one thing that I've always done is I've spoken from my heart. I've always felt that in being yourself, that it opens up the best lines of communication because I think it makes everybody feel comfortable.
Hi, Kenny. How you doing?
Thank you. Hey, you looked good on the Coach Cowher show last night. You got a future in that business. That looked good.
This is where you got to be an actor, dude.
I know.
Well, you should be used to this by now.
All right.
My greatest moment was having dinner with Adam Sandler and Henry Winkler, and then getting driven back to the hotel when I did The Waterboy. And
What was that like?
Sitting in the car with the Fonz. You're asking me what was that like? A guy in my era, an opportunity to get driving back. We were actually driving the speed limit. I couldn't believe it, and he was driving me back, and I was with the Fonz, and it was a thrill. I felt like a kid again. It was quite a moment.
No, my friend gave me his towel.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Good guy.
He signed it too.
Did he really?
Yes.
Lucky guy.
We're so much in the public eye, and I've always been one to want to be able to just be like everybody else with my kids, and I think it's harder to do that. I think that's the toughest thing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My family is number one to me. We're constantly trying to make them realize that their father has got a job that's no different than any other dad. It's just that his job is more in the public eye.
There's nobody on him. We have to look. Yeah, but it could have been like a touchdown.
Talking about the best coach in this stadium, Megan. The best coach in this stadium. Megan. She's got all the right calls right after the fact.
Now, who's the best basketball player in your family?
I don't know. It's either my mom or my dad. See, my dad can do, some of those fancy things. He'll do like this garage shot, and then he'll do, off the backboard, one-hand rebound.
Now, what's a garage shot? What does that mean?
All right, he stands in the garage where the hoop's really pretty far away, and he'll have his toes in the garage, and he'll lunge forward and try to get, and most of the time he makes it too.
Bill Cowher, first attempt at the garage shot.
It only takes one.
All right, here we go.
Take two, the garage shot. Take two. We got a 9 o'clock flight tonight to get out of here.
Here we go, Megan. Give me this. This is the shot. This is it.
This is it,
The shot is
the garage shot.
infamous.
Hey! Yes, there it is. All right. We got it.
Thank you.
My youngest daughter, she kind of knew the deal that, if we lose, we had to go to Hawaii, but if we win, we got to go to the Super Bowl.
we come walking in and she said, "Daddy, we lost." She was so excited. And, okay, Linz. She had the hula skirt on and everything. She was running around. She was so excited.
We got the flea flicker here. If it doesn't work, I'm blaming her. That's my daughter, Lauren.
I think having the young girls is an ability really to keep things really in perspective.
When you think about, you have 3 daughters, did you ever want to have a son? Or
No, our family is complete with 3 daughters, and the way we look at it is we have the largest family in Pittsburgh because we got 3 daughters at home and I got 53 boys at work.
Jason! Hey! You get over there! Jason!
Hey, 92, that's a late.
Hey, listen. I love your enthusiasm. Hey, listen, remember, this is some poise, okay? Don't cost us 15, all right? Don't cost us 15. Don't lower yourself to their level now. Don't lower yourself to their level, because they're frustrated. They're a frustrated football team. We're a champion. Walk away from that. Who got you?
60.
Did you see him? Evidently not. You all right?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the NFL. I think I'm going to give you guys off tomorrow. You think?
My family's in town. It'll be nice.
I'm going to do it because I think we need to get a little break and then regroup for Cincinnati.
Yeah, we got exactly an hour.
Sometimes that's part of the propositions of winning is that they have those 2 days off afterwards, and we give them off until Wednesday, and that's a motivating force.
I'm going to give you guys off. I'm going to give you guys off.
Sounds good.
Sports is still about dealing with people and creating incentive, and sometimes it's a little thing that you can give them, that little bit of free time that money can't buy, that they can spend and maybe sleep in 2 days as opposed to 1, is a big incentive.
Grab your hat. Huh? Already.
Hey, one thing before you guys, I want to say this to you. Enjoy Christmas Eve. Enjoy the Christmas morning, and we got to be back in there at 10 o'clock Wednesday to get ourselves ready.
Grab your hat.
At 10 o'clock Wednesday.
I may change. Grab your hat. Take your hat. 12 to the right. 12. Back to the
I'm going to say this right now. I'll see you guys 8:30 on Thursday morning. Damn you, McNair. The first time somebody's got me off my feet. Yeah.
Ready, Mac? Ready.
Hey, McNair! Sucker. I'm going to get his ass next time. Think like a champion.
I was a linebacker in college and played professionally. Bill Cowher as a player was one who wasn't the most talented, one that was never very gifted with great speed or size, but a guy you can count on, a guy that was going to be there each Sunday, and a guy who would make the most of every opportunity that was given to him.
I think some of the better coaches most of the time were probably the players who had to work a little bit harder and weren't as gifted and probably in the bubble most of the time, so they understood what the pressures were. You had to do a little bit extra just to stay in the league.
I got cut one time, was in Philadelphia. And I knew that it usually took place around 2 o'clock, and I knew that if I got past 2 or 3 o'clock, I was okay, but around 2:30, I saw it slip under the door. And so I guess that's the one thing I will always remember, is knowing the process and staying up waiting for a piece of paper to be slipped under the door. Is there any easy way to tell someone they didn't make a team? It was difficult, but I think it was the best thing that happened to me. As a matter of fact, when I got cut from Philadelphia, I had a chance to go back down. I got my degree. I had one more semester to go, and actually kind of tinkered around with graduate assistant coaching. It was my first experience coaching. So it kind of allowed me, maybe it was like I call fate, and I believe in that. So it was probably everything was meant to be.
380! 380! Say it.
That's it. This little guy got wires in. I've always kidded with some of the players about wanting to play and just get one play in there. I'd love one shot at you, Pettis. One shot.
20! Blue 20, son! Overstack defense. Right hands over here. Down, you're the family. You're too aggressive. You're too aggressive.
You better put a move on.
I do like to hit players and interact with them a little bit, you know, and grab them or something, but it's really something that you don't think about. You just kind of, it's a reactionary type of thing.
There's the snap, it's low, the placement, the kick is blocked! It's blocked! The Jaguars have won it! Jaguars have picked the ball up, racing down the sideline. There he goes, they're going to score!
Howard can't believe it. He almost came on the field for the tackle. Almost a Woody Hayes shot there.
All right, Dean, I will get back. All you got to do is tell me. I'm probably worse than the players. I am. I'm worse than the players. So all you got to do is just tell me to get the hell out of the way.
Okay.
And I will, and I guarantee you, I will respond too. I'm very coachable. Darren! Darren! Darren!
Get back!
Check. Okay. Check with me for timeout. Check with me. Check with me for. Hey, stay outside. Come on, Tim. Come on. That's not right. That's bull.
Hey, move!
Hey, come on.
Come on! All right, if you'll get them back, that won't be true.
Okay, I will. I promise. I promise. Right, how do we keep them back? I mean, you're as bad as anybody.
Hey!
I know you guys had a lot of big plays, but try to stay off the field showing your kids. I mean, that makes us that forces us to be technical sometimes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because the coaches see on the other side, other teams see that, and they start it, and then that's,
Sorry.
you know.
You just want to know. You just want to know.
I just got reprimanded.
Phil, you gotta get
reprimanded about what? Because I ran on the field. I just got reprimanded. I got reprimanded. They hollered at me for running on the field. They did. They said I'm not allowed to do that.
The guy, Donnie Hampton, he said, "Tell Bill to be careful about inciting the crowd. Just when on third downs, to get the noise up." He said,
what official?
Donnie is on the far side. Is one of my,
I haven't done it.
No. He just said on third down. He said when they were.
I haven't done a thing on third down. He better not be coming over and telling me what I should be doing.
No.
More concerned with what he should be doing.
Okay,
I appreciate it. Gary, tell Donnie Hampton, don't worry about me inciting the crowd. I don't ever do that. He passed a message that he's talking about me inciting the crowd on third down.
Well, when we were down there, I was looking over there and you had your hand up. I don't know if you signaled the defense.
I'm doing like this.
Okay, no.
You know, I mean, we got a game to referee first. Oh, I know. I have never done it. I'm talking about this. I'm talking with people upstairs, and I use, it's my arm gestures, but,
It's an adversarial position to begin with. The coach, the official. We all know the emotions that take place on the sideline.
He runs him! He tackled him!
I have more respect for the guys that can talk to you about it. I think their feedback is important.
What is the ruling?
The rule, coach, is that if he gets blocked into the ball, it's like he didn't even touch it. And he ended up not to.
Huh?
The guy was behind it. He pushed him from behind and pushed him
wait
into
a
the
minute.
ball.
That's not a rule.
Yes, it is.
Bill. That's a rule.
The guy
I promise you, it's a rule. It's like it never even touched anybody when he blocked him in.
You get blocked into the ball, you're telling me if it touches him, if there's no touching
Yes,
it?
by rule.
All right. Can't argue the rule.
Hey. For the most part, I truly respect, what they try to do for the game. And I know there's been times I've crossed the line and I've regretted it.
And here comes Cow on a dead run from McCarter. And he's out there, sticking the photo in his face. Say, here, take a look. He won't take a look.
He shoved it in his pocket. He shoved it into McCarter's pocket.
I called, Gordon McCarter the next day and apologized to him because it really was a bad example I set for my kids, and that's when I first realized that. And because my daughter said something about, "I'm glad you did that to the referee, Daddy," when I came in after the game, and I think it was at that point I realized I was wrong, totally wrong, because you don't treat anybody with disrespect. And so that was when I called him the next day and apologized.
I know I'm a pain in the ass, but I can't change now.
Just don't salivate.
All right.
I've referred to the season as being qualifying races for the final heat, and the playoffs are like a 100-yard dash. And if you fail, it's like you've crashed into a wall because everything stops. And I think that's the thing, the finality that potentially exists with every game.
No Super Bowl for the wonderful Steelers who have given us a terrific season.
You have to understand that every opportunity to go out there, you got to have urgency in playing because you are so close, and you never know when you'll come back down that road again.
O'Donnell's in 5 passes in a row. Neal fires it over the middle, caught by Eric Green at the 10-yard line.
Timeout.
4th down and goal. It all rides on one play.
What are you thinking? Here we go. Thoughts, guys?
We called timeout, pulled Neil O'Donnell over to the sideline. We discussed a number of different options.
Zero strong flex, F-fly, 74 sticks.
74 semi-sticks.
Let's do it, man.
It's on you, big baby.
And he gave me a little smile, and I thought, hey, this is what we're in this business for, is to have an opportunity to go to a championship. It's on one play. We need 3 yards, and if we make it, we go, and if we don't, we're going home.
4th down and goal from the 3. 3 wide receivers, John L. Williams in motion. Neil O'Donnell on a 4th down play to save the season to throw. Fire in the zone! And it was laid down at the goal line by San Diego.
It's a very empty feeling to be so close, but yet so far away, knowing that you got to start back at 0 next season. If it's 4th down and 3, and I had to call over again, I'd probably call the same play, but I would shorten the drop of the quarterback by 2 yards. He'd have thrown it to Barry Foster, he would have caught it, and then we would have went down and dealt with the distractions of the Super Bowl, and who knows what would have happened. then walking into my office where my daughter was sitting there, and she just was really kind of upset and almost mad, and just looked up and said, "Daddy, why didn't you give the ball to John L. Williams? He could have got 3 yards." And so, I mean, it was, I guess she was right. I guess we shouldn't have thrown it.
It's the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Indy Colts, the two teams battling for the right to go to the Super Bowl.
My wife's a nervous wreck, and I love it.
Feed off the stuff?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's why we're in it.
They in this whole city vividly remember what happened in the AFC Championship game last year.
Let's go, Steelers! Yeah!
When the ball was at the 30-yard line after the Hallbar had run, and I said, we're going to have to go through this again. That ball's going to be into the end zone.
From the 29-yard line, they've got one play.
Here we go for the right to go to the Super Bowl.
And I just remember when it was snapped and he threw it in the air, I said, this is 2 years in a row that I've got to wait while the ball's in the air to know the fate of whether we're going to the Super Bowl or not. And that was the longest 7 seconds of my entire coaching career.
He has time and he launches a rainbow and it goes up and it's starting to come down to the end zone. And down there it is juggled and in the end zone. Oh my God! The ball hit the turf.
When I saw the officials' hands go horizontal and not vertical, it was kind of an overwhelming sensation at the time. When the reality of saying that you're going to the Super Bowl set in, when it finally hits, it's very emotional. It was kind of a poetic justice, so to speak, to be able to be in the same situation, but this time have the ball bounce our way. To be able to look around and not only see the players on the field with their wives, you see fans with the players walking hand in hand.
You guys now.
For one moment, you had one big happy family, and everybody felt like they were bonded because this one common goal was achieved for that one day.
I love you, baby. I tell you what. You deserve it. You deserve it. We've been through that. How much have we been through?
Oh my God, I may be gray and dead at 40, but I'll be all right.
It's for you, Dan. It's for you. It's for you. You deserve it. You really do. 4 years ago, Dan really gave me an opportunity. And this trophy, while it's only half of what we want to accomplish, is for Dan Rooney, more importantly, the fans of Pittsburgh, baby. This is for you. We've come too far, we've overcome too much. Remember what we said, toys, 60 minutes, and physical, right on this kickoff.
I think we came out in the first quarter, for whatever reason, we really never got on track, offensively, defensively, or in the kicking game.
The Cowboys lead the Steelers 13-0.
Hey, lot of football, baby, lot of football. Lot of football. Lot of football, man. Lot of football left. Let's go. Let's go. Lot of football. Lot of football, baby.
The pleasing thing about it was how we responded. We're not overreacting to getting behind early, and it was kind of characteristic of our 1995 team.
Touchdown, Steelers! Pulling that ball in is
36. I'd like to hammer it right down him right now. Flow 36, put Bam, Jonathan, Bruner in the game. Let's run to flow 36. Right down their face. Let's go. Right down their mouth.
Short yardage offense. 3rd down and 1 from the 48-yard line. Long signal count by O'Donnell. Handoff goes to Van Morris. He's stuck right at the line of scrimmage. I think he's short.
4th down.
Now we'll see how Bill Cowher decides to play it.
No, we're going for it now. You know, Coach, I decided not to. And you don't have to second guess. Don't tell me about punting it, because we were going for it.
Cowher has got to gamble. He's doing it here.
In motion is Ernie Mills. Handoff goes to Van Morris. He didn't make it.
He did not make it. 3 plays, needing a yard, and the Cowboys defense stuffs it.
You look at Super Bowl 30 and, you just think what maybe could have been had you take a couple plays out of there. Yeah, you always wonder if you did the right things, did you make the right calls, that's why you play the game.
No, I said that we're going to go for it on 4th down. And my point is maybe we should have thrown the ball. I don't know. That was my decision not to punt. It's all on me. When you're down by 13 points, you don't deserve to win a championship. On 2 shots. Is that the right thinking? I don't know, but that's my thinking.
So much of the game of football is played through emotion, is played through ebb and flow in a game, and a lot of that is based on some of the decisions that you have to make. And so you got to be very careful, and when you make those decisions, and you got to weigh the risk-reward factor.
Ball down, and Norm's kick is on its way. That kick has height, it's got distance, and it's got accuracy. 46-yard field goal.
Want to go surprise onside? What do you think, Coach?
Want to go surprise onside? What do you think, Chan? Chan, surprise onside? Hey, let's do it. Surprise onside. Hey, Dick, I'm going onside here. Not leaving anything in the bag.
Kevin Williams and Brock Marion are the 2 deep, and the Steelers try an outside kick, and they got it! And a man running with the football at the 50, Dion Figures! How about that?
Oh, that's a great call.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hey, Ronnie! Let's go! Let's go! Let's play! Let's go!
And the Steelers trailing 20-10, threaten to make this a football game once again.
Let's go! Let's go!
3rd down and goal from inches away. Again, a tight formation. The give to Bam. And Bam walks into the end zone for the Steeler touchdown off the right side. And we got a dandy in Super Bowl 30. And the town is twirling here in the Valley of the Sun.
That was a gutsy call on the onside, though, right? Great call. Huh? Great call. It's close. I loved it. Got us into the game. Yes. Excellent. It's a ballsy call. That's a great call.
Hey, you got nothing to lose.
You know what? Let's go. You know why? Because I trust you. That's why I went through on 4th down here, man. I trust you guys in defense.
Our football team started to gain a belief, and with 4 minutes to go in the game, we were down by 3 points with the football on our own 35, and that was a great opportunity to have, and then unfortunately we just could not capitalize on it.
Snap, here comes an outside blitz. The pass is picked off, an open field. Here comes Larry Brown to the 15. He's to the 10, and he's knocked out of bounds on the far side at the Steelers' 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 4. Handoff Emmitt Smith on the right-hand side. Touchdown. Emmitt Smith scores.
The Cowboys should have it with that touchdown.
It's all the timeouts. It's been a great season. We'll see you next time.
You feel like you just hit a wall.
And there was no next week. I think that's the thing that this hits you, is that this is it. It's the last game of the season. It's a reflection of a great season to get there, but at the same time, it's an emptiness of a missed opportunity when you don't walk away with the championship. As you walk off the field, I know the first thing you wonder is, will I ever get a chance to walk back on here again?
Good job, Bill! I'm sorry. We'll see you in the locker room, okay?
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Good job, Bill! Good job, Bill! Good job, Bill! Get up next year!
I think every year is a new challenge. Every year is a new chemistry. Every year you go out and you're experiencing new things. I think that's the great thing about the game of football. I think that's the great thing about our league right now with the way it is set up. There's new people coming. There's new people going. There are new challenges every year.
Let's go, let's shake.
I don't want to be the first one to congratulate you, but congratulations on number 50.
Thanks, man.
That's sweet.
Thanks.
That's sweet. That's awesome. Wish you 50 more.
Yeah.
This is quick.
You know what, though? I'd give it all up. I want that ring, man.
I know.
If you want something hard enough, you're going to have to be persistent, because if you've set a goal that's very high, it shouldn't come easy.
I'm going to tell you something. We'll take anything special from everybody in here. It's 45 guys going out there, playing for 60 minutes and playing the way we know how to play. With emotion, with a passion, and relentless for 60 minutes. So let's go.
Back is Maddox at the 22. He throws it for the end zone on a double move, and there's a touchdown to Hines Ward.
Good job! Good job!
It still is a game, and my memories go back to playing midget football in Western Pennsylvania, and I'm just very blessed to be able to still be involved with the game at my level, coaching it, and be able to make a living at it. Being able to coach in this league is a special thing. It's addicting. It's a great competitive form that you're involved with, great highs, great lows. It's something that I don't think you can get in any other walk of life.